All right, fans, welcome to Marion Kinnear Stadium and today's game between
Coventry Healthcare and Aetna Company proudly presents the 2014 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament on Valley Live. Good afternoon and welcome into Marion Kinnear Stadium in Normal, Illinois, on the campus of Illinois State University. This afternoon, the Bradley Braves, the tournament's 4 seed, take on the 8 seed Bears of Missouri State. I'm R.C. McBride along with Laura Leonard, and let's get our keys to this one, Laura.
Well, what Missouri State needs to do, they need to set the table, and they did that in the first game, and then they were able to get some gap hits to score early in that ball game to get them to this point, and they need to get solid pitching. They got a good game from freshman Aaron Strump. Now they need to get one from Jones here in this ball game. And then for the Bradley Braves, they need to be patient at the plate. They are a team that has a school record this season, 157 walks. They need to continue to do that, have a good eye at the plate, and then they need to be efficient at the plate. They are averaging a little over 4 runs per contest. They need to be productive as well as get runners on base.
And we'll have our starting lineups, and we'll have the first pitch of this one. Missouri State and Bradley straight ahead here on Valley Live.
You want affordable health care coverage that helps cover rising medical costs, and that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry. We offer a variety of affordable plans for you, your family, or business. To find out more, visit CoventryHealthcare.com today. Health, wellness, Coventry.
It's a star-struck summer at Casey's General Stores. Visit Casey's for spectacular spotlight savings, like Powerade 32-ounce bottles, 3 for $3, and large made-from-scratch taco pizzas for only $13.99. Plus, discover the secret word and enter to win a fabulous trip for 2 to Hollywood, $500 in gas or other amazing prizes. Now premiering at Casey's General Stores. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Here is a track from Out of Sight.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, and check out that new look from Pepsi.
I don't know why, but today I feel a little bit different. I feel like I woke up this morning and I can change the world. I can change the world. I guess it's true, yeah.
You want affordable health care coverage that helps cover rising medical costs, and that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry. We offer a variety of affordable plans for you, your family, or business. To find out more, visit CoventryHealthcare.com today. Health, wellness, Coventry.
Quarterfinal round of the 2014 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament. R.C. McBride and Laura Leonard at Marion Kinnear Stadium in Normal, Illinois, as Bradley is set to take on Missouri State. Missouri State is the 8th seed, knocked off 5th seeded Northern Iowa earlier today, 4-3, the final of that ball game. And of course, with this unique tournament format, you always wonder, is it better to have played a game, or is it better to have earned the bye? We'll pause momentarily for our national anthem here on Valley Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please rise and remove your caps for the singing and playing of our national anthem. The Missouri Valley Conference is committed to the ideals of
The 2014 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament is brought to you by Coventry Healthcare and Aetna Company, the official presenting sponsor for the MVC TV network. By Emerson, the global technology and engineering company. Emerson, consider it solved. And by Casey's General Store. Casey's, famous for pizza. R.C. McBride and Laura Leonard in Normal, Illinois. Get a good look at Holly Hesse and her Missouri State Bears, and this is how Missouri State will line up. The Bears put together 3 big doubles that were enough offense for them to knock off Northern Iowa, and it was really the top of the order that got it done, Laura.
It really was, and they just came out with their hitting shoes on, ready to go. This is a team that hits a lot of doubles. They get a lot of extra base hits, and that's what won the ball game for them early on.
Now the Bradley defense, a presentation of Casey's General Store. Casey's, famous for pizza. And the Braves putting together a very nice season. They're the 4th seed, and this is the best tournament seed this program has had since 1994. The Braves were the 2 seed that year, so they're coming into this tournament with some expectations, and Madeline Lynch Crumrine gets the nod in the circle for the Braves.
She's been strong for them all season long, and that's the player that they're going to look to get them going in this ball game. Get hopefully a 1-2-3 start so they can get up to the plate themselves.
Let's take a look at our series history production of the Doubletree by Hilton, the official hotel of the Missouri Valley Conference in Bloomington Normal. Call 309-664-6446 or visit Doubletree.com to book your hotel rooms on your next trip to Central Illinois. Ashley Brents stands in against Madeline Lynch Crumrine. The first pitch was a ball. Now we're even at a ball and a strike. So we're probably not going to establish an answer to this question, but we'll find out, at least as far as these 2 teams are concerned, whether it's better to sit or whether it's better to have played a game. Tournament is set up as a single elimination. Seeds 1 and 2 for first and second place in the regular season standings get a double bye. Seeds 3 and 4, Bradley and Southern Illinois this year, get a single bye. Seeds 5 through 8 have to play their way in.
See, I think I would be of the mindset of I would like to play right away. I wouldn't want to be, even though that means you had a great season and you got a 1 or a 2 seed, I don't know if I'd want to sit a day and watch these other teams play.
Nice play by Madeline Lynch Crumrine to stab that floater as it came back through the box. So 1 gone as Brents is retired on the line out, and this will bring Carrie Cunningham to the plate.
Well, the top part of this order, in that first game that they played, they certainly provided all the runs support that Missouri State needed.
Cunningham coming into the game, a .333 on the hitter. She was 0 for 2, but a walk and a run scored in the victory over the Panthers of UNI.
Well, if Missouri State can start this ball game like they did earlier, then they're going to build their confidence.
Back to Lynch Crumrine. So he's been involved in 2 plays on the first 2 batters of the game.
And Missouri State is a team that is playing on a little bit of momentum because they did have to win their last regular season game just to get into the tournament. So they're riding a little bit of that high, plus the first round win coming into this ball game.
Heather Duckworth stands in against Lynch Crumrine. Duckworth with a double, a run, and an RBI against Northern Iowa this morning. Count even at a ball and a strike. Lynch Crumrine fires one in, 2-1.
Now she's working quickly, and In the earlier game with Loyola, we saw the pitchers' balls move because of the wind. I think the winds maybe calmed down a little bit, and I don't know if these two pitchers, their pitches will be helped by this wind that's coming across from right to left.
2-2 pitch on the way. Lace to second, and it's caught by King, and Missouri State goes 1-2-3 in the top of the first inning. So through a half inning, Missouri State nothing. Bradley coming up.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis?
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so...
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
Grind virtually any kind of food waste into an unending source of electrical power for a city? When Emerson takes up the challenge, it's never been done before, simply becomes consider it solved. Emerson.
Bottom of the first inning, let's get a look at the Bradley lineup, a presentation of Coventry Healthcare and Aetna Company. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com for more information. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare. Madeline Lynch Crumrine, the pitcher. She has done a little bit of everything. Valley first teamer, bats clean up, your ace in the circle. Quite a presence in that lineup. Now for Missouri State, the defense lining up behind Chelsea Jones. A presentation of Casey's. Casey's famous for pizza. And Brianne Joseph stands in, the left fielder, batting .298, the leadoff hitter for the Braves, and she looks at a strike. Jones had a good game at the plate, an RBI double against Northern Iowa. Pitching to start this one, 9-9 on the season. 119 innings pitched, 52 strikeouts, so she's not necessarily going to blow you away out there.
But she has not given up a lot of walks either, and so she's around the plate. Looks like she's a pitcher that allows her defense to do the work behind her.
Missouri State historically has always had a good defense. Coming into this one, sorry Laura, right in the middle of the pack in conference play as a team at fielding percentage.
And the defense playing in, making that few steps in with the left-handed hitter up there in Joseph, and trying to cut down those angles, knowing that she's got a little speed from the left side of that plate.
So a full count already. That's going to be a tough play, and not in time. So Joseph beats out an infield single to get things going for Bradley.
Even though they made that adjustment to sneak in on the infield, Joseph hit it just perfectly, and with the extra step that you get from that left side of the plate, she was able to beat it out.
And even had Brent barehanded the ball, I'm not sure she would have had enough time.
I don't think so. It was placed perfectly.
So this will bring Allison Clemente to the plate. By the way, our umpires this afternoon, Larry Nagel calling balls and strikes, calls that one low. Leah Bowen is at first, and Terry Holt at third. Clemente, a .298 hitter. (2-0) the count. Joseph at first base doesn't necessarily run a lot, but she has been successful. 7 steals and 8 tries this year.
Sometimes early on in a ball game, you play it by the book. You bunt, you move the runners, but Coach Amy Hayes is opting to let Clemente hit away. Clemente with 4 homers on the year.
And the 2-1 pitch. This one is ripped, and a nice play in left field by McPherson. Sliding on her knee to make the catch. Ball tailing away from her the entire time.
Great job and a great jump by McPherson in the left field, running towards the foul line. Had to go down because you're right, it was tailing away from her, it's sinking, and she was able to get that glove on it. If it gets by her, that's definitely 1 run scored, and then a double, if not a triple.
Marina Groenewegen stands in now, a .330 hitter and an All-Valley second-team selection. 6 homers on the season. And the runner's going. Throw is in plenty of time.
Perfect pitch for Boxtigel to handle. Came up out of the crouch, able to step into that throw.
Boxtigel,
throws a
beautiful
rocket.
throw. So Joseph caught stealing just for the second time this season. 2 gone here in the first inning. So Coach Hayes trying to get something going. Brents throws out Groenewegen, and the leadoff single goes for naught. Side is retired here in the first inning. We're through an inning. No score on Valley Live.
Word is getting out. Purina Dog Chow Light and Healthy is a deliciously tender and crunchy kibble blend with 20% fewer calories than Purina Dog Chow. Isn't it time you discovered the lighter side of Dog Chow? Purina Dog Chow Light and Healthy.
The online store at MVCgear.com is the #1 stop to get Missouri Valley Conference merchandise. With thousands of items, you'll find all the MVC gear you need in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and secure order processing. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So if you want the best place to get Missouri Valley Conference gear, head to the online store at MVCgear.com.
Who could resist the call of America's #1 puppy food brand? With DHA and essential nutrients also found in mother's milk. Purina Puppy Chow.
Through an inning, no score in our quarterfinal on Valley Live, 2014 Missouri Valley Conference softball tournament. Be sure to catch our next game, which is the finale for today. It's 3rd seed Southern Illinois plays 7th seed Loyola here at Marion Kinnear Stadium, right here on Valley Live. Bethany Sullinger looks at a strike from Lynch Crumrine. Sullinger, a .317 hitter. That one inside. Sullinger had an RBI double in the victory over UNI.
The top 3 hitters all had doubles at different point in time in the ball game, and all very productive too with their at-bats.
So the 1-2. She chased in the dirt. The throw is in time, and Sullinger becomes the first strikeout victim for Lynch Crumrine.
Got her to chase. That ball was in the dirt.
For the Bears, number 12, Chelsea Jones.
Basham could not corral that pitch, so had to get up and throw her out at first.
Chelsea Jones, the pitcher, occupying the 5th spot in the order, looks at ball 1. She had an RBI double. That's what got the scoring going for Missouri State. Her double was a 2 RBI double.
An opportunity here for her to help herself get on base. See if she can put a little pressure on the defense, on the pitching staff.
She held up. Lynch Crumrine really falling off the rubber.
Yeah,
that looked odd.
She's done that a couple of times. She really tries to get that ball to move when she tries to get a little extra spin on it. Comes out and around her body with the arm, and then the momentum carries her off the the rubber.
So the count 2-2 to Jones. And the pitch. Fouled.
Looks like she's leaning a little bit too. Do you just maybe get a little bit different look and a release point?
So the 2-2 off the corner.
Very good at bat for Jones, making Lynch Crumrine work.
Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Lynch Crumrine.
Even though she threw a lot of pitches, she came back with a pitch that counted, was able to get the strikeout.
Stacia Bachstiegel, the catcher for the Bears, stands in. And the pitch. A little bit low. Nice play at third by Duffy, and the throw is in time. So 6 up, 6 down for Missouri State so far in this one through an inning and a half. No score.
Watch your Cardinals take the field from a whole new perspective this season. Introducing the AT&T Rooftop, located on the deck of Cardinals Nation at the new Ballpark Village. It's a unique way to enjoy a game in style. The AT&T Rooftop features more than 300 outdoor seats overlooking Busch Stadium, with amenities like an upscale buffet, a full-service bar, an exclusive indoor club, as well as complimentary admission to the Cardinals Hall of Fame and Museum. Visit Cardinals.com and get your AT&T Rooftop tickets today.
Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. I need to laugh, and when the sun is out, I've got something I can laugh about.
Wherever you've been, whatever you've been through, we've got a warm welcome waiting for you. And that is only the beginning. Doubletree by Hilton, where the little things mean everything.
No score here in the bottom of the second inning on a warm day in Normal, Illinois. And let's take a look at our Missouri Valley Conference Scholar athlete of the game. It's Madeline Lynch Crumrine. Didn't that time out nicely that she's coming to the plate to lead off the inning? She's a senior pitcher and outfielder from Sedro-Woolley, Washington. She's batting .306, 3 doubles, 5 homers, 23 RBI. Owns the 16-16 mark in the circle. She fouls one away. She has a .297 ERA, 125 strikeouts on the season. She's a 2-time All-Region pick and has a 3.29 GPA in psychology, and is a 3-time All-Conference selection and 2-time first-team All-NBC choice. She's behind on the count on 0-1.
Is that all? I mean,
is that all? That's it.
She's done everything. Had a great season in the circle and at the plate. She's hitting cleanup for this team.
The 0-2 pitch. This is not a case either where, you know, your pitcher might just be the best athlete. That's why she happens to be hitting cleanup. This is a pretty potent Bradley offense. Popped up the first. Sullinger there to get it.
Well, it is, and it's a, you know, if you're averaging over 4 runs a game, you obviously have the hitters that can produce runs. And I like the fact that Lynch Crumrine came back after popping that up, stopped and talked with Shannon King and Kendall Duffy, letting them know what she had just seen at the plate. That's teamwork right there.
Shannon King steps to the plate, a .291 hitter, looks at strike 1. Bradley scored 236 runs on the season. That is the highest team total for the program since 1995.
Well, that tells you they're efficient. When they get to the plate, they're aggressive. If they have runners on, they are trying to move them around.
King steps back in behind Jones on the count. Jones tried to get her to chase.
First 2 hitters of this inning, she's been able to get ahead in the count, 0-2. And then come back with a pitch trying to get that hitter to go fishing. Couldn't do it there.
Tried to get her to go for the pitch up in her eyes. Nothing doing. Nice play at third. Throw to first is in time. Duckworth diving to her left to deny Shannon King the base hit.
That's as good a play as you're going to see all weekend. Just moving in on her toes. The ball comes right down to her, has to lean over, and that's, as a third baseman, that's what you have to do. Quick response, quick reaction, get back up, and fire a bullet across the field.
Kendall Duffy could not hold up. Duffy batting .242 this season. Count now even at a ball and a strike. And the 1-1. Defense isn't going to stop that one. It's a solid base hit for Duffy in the left field. First base hit of the inning, second base hit of the ball game for the Braves.
Ball hung up a little bit, and that allowed Duffy to sit back and be able to drive it through the left side of the infield.
Alex Chandler to the plate now, trying to get something going for the Braves with 2 outs. Things starting to turn overcast here in Normal. Forecast is for storms late tonight, but we need to get this one and one more in.
I think we'll be all right.
Here's the 0-1. Gets away, and Boxtiegel got after it, but not before Duffy advances.
It was an off-speed pitch, and I think Boxtiegel thought she had gloved it, and it was just one of those that the judgment was off, and it just snuck away from her, allowed that runner to go into second base.
Likely, officially, will be a pass ball for Boxtiegel. Here's the 1-2 to Chandler. Up and in. But it changes the situation somewhat. Kendall Duffy now in scoring position with 2 outs. And the pitch. Jones thought she had it.
She did. She was running to the dugout, thought she was going to get the call. Trying to sell it to the umpire, but to no avail.
Sullinger couldn't handle it, and an alert play by Brents to come over and pick up the loose ball before Duffy could come in to score. That'll go as a base hit for Chandler. Sullinger nearly had it, just couldn't quite wrap the glove around the ball.
Just off of the top of the glove, and then Brent's doing a great job keeping her eye on the runner the entire time, keeping her at third base.
Ali Hesse is going to go speak to Chelsea Jones.
I like the fact that she gets out there with that notebook, refers to it. Players understand what she's talking to them about. Let him know trends and tendencies of these hitters. And now this situation with runners at the corners, how are you going to handle that? So it's a good time out here to get everybody on the same page if you're Missouri State.
Bryant Cole batting .275 on the year, hitting .346 with runners on. Not really a power hitter, doesn't strike out a lot. She shows bunt. Ball one.
A lot of movement on the infield for Missouri State as she shows bunt. Corners coming in.
The 0-1. Outside, 0-2.
May just be content to do this to see if they could get a walk out of it. Duckworth charging hard from third base. Duell coming over to cover third.
That's in there for a strike. So now the count, now we're squared away on this. It's 1-2.
Bradley favoring to keep the runners at the corners, and
Cole bunted right through it for strike three. Not really the way you wanted to see the inning come to an end if you were a Bradley backer. We are now through two, still no score.
In the insurance business, you think differently about a customer when you stand in the middle of his dreams. When she serves you breakfast every Saturday morning. When his son plays on the same team as your son. When you live down the street from your customers, you make sure they get covered right. And you make sure you're there when they need you. That's the way it's done around here. Grinnell Mutual, a policy of working together. To find a Grinnell Mutual agent near you, go to grinnellmutual.com.
You can watch the title game of the 2014 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament coming up Saturday. The winner receives the league's automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. The game will not be available here on Valley Live. Instead, coverage will start at 2:30 Saturdays. It's 2:30 Central on Fox Sports Midwest, Fox Sports Indiana, Fox Sports Kansas City, Fox College Sports, Comcast Sportsnet Chicago, and ESPN3. Check your channel guide for more information. Madeline Lynch Crumrine in the circle for the Braves, facing Rebecca McPherson. And Lynch Crumrine quickly ahead, 0-2.
Well, that last inning, Bradley had the opportunity to start the scoring, but could not execute with runners on the corners and trying to bunt. Couldn't get it done, couldn't get the ball in play.
Smacked into right for a leadoff base hit. First hit of the game. First base runner of the game for Missouri State.
Going to the opposite field, going with that pitch, dumping it into right field, hustling down the line. You always have to hustle down the first base line if you hit it to right field, because a lot of right fielders will come up, charge that ball, and fire at first base.
Elena Gamble, the DP, stands in now. Didn't really try to get out of the way of that one. Takes it inside for ball one. Gamble did not play against Northern Iowa.
Yeah, the umpire put both hands up in the air like it was a stoppage of play or that it might have hit her. And Beth Perrine is coming down to ask.
They're both having a good laugh about it. So the 1-0. Even add a ball and a strike. (1-1) gets away briefly, but Basham's able to scramble for it.
did a great job of keeping it in front of her as well, not turning her head, kept her eye on the runner the entire time as she was tracking down the loose ball.
Count now 3-1. Isn't it interesting how you will see that happen? A pitcher is cruising until that first base runner gets on, and then they seem to have a tougher time finding the plate. The bunt attempt is foul. Count now full.
It just throws a wrench into their rhythm, and they start thinking about and they paying attention to that runner over there at first. And a lot of times, and again, I know it's easier said than done, just focus in on what your job is at the plate. You're trying to get the hitter out, let your defense do the work behind you.
3-2 pitch is hit hard but well foul down the left field line. And isn't it interesting too? I mean, I'm sure you'll have a lot of guys, a lot of observers who talk about baseball pitchers spending too much time focusing on the runner. But in softball, the runner can't go anywhere until the pitcher lets go of the ball anyway.
Right.
So why would it impact your concentration to that degree? Popped up, right center field, and over to get it is Burgess.
Well, you know, that's a great question, and I think it's the factor of there's out of the corner of your eye, you see that runner over there on first base, you see her taking the lead off. If I give up another hit, what's going to happen? And I think the pitchers start thinking a little bit. It's never good to think. Don't think.
Never good to think about the wrong things.
Right. There you go.
Aaron Duell, the 9th place hitter and shortstop for Missouri State, stands in. Duell was 0 for 3 in the game against Northern Iowa, but played some sharp defense. Runner going, throw down is in plenty of time. So McPherson thrown out easily by Bailey Basham.
Both catchers have done a great job on the steal. And that ball was there way ahead of time. Basham shows a great arm. And both these catchers have great work ethic behind the plate and great technique in receiving the ball, getting ready to fire away if need be.
Lynch Crumrine, nice play. And the side is retired. Lynch Crumrine, after the caught stealing, has faced the minimum through 2.5. No score in normal.
You could fly to Venice or Paris or even Copenhagen. You could fly all over the world. But why? When you could just come to St. Louis. Your trip begins at ExploreSt.Louis.com.
The administrators, educators, coaches, and fans of the Missouri Valley Conference expect nothing but the best from their teams. And the Valley student-athletes take pride in exceeding that expectation. On the field, on the court, on the track, and in the classroom. Celebrating academic and athletic excellence for more than 100 years. This is the Missouri Valley Conference.
As we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, let's take a look at our Missouri Valley Conference regular season standings. A presentation of Purina Dog Chow. Help keep him strong. Dog Chow strong. Wichita State and Illinois State will play tomorrow. They get the double bye. Southern Illinois plays in our nightcap, taking on Loyola. Bradley in this ball game. Slap to third. Throw is in time to retire Brianna Burgess. Duckworth did not have a lot of time to mess around on this ground ball.
No, it was a slow roller, and it just hugged the chalk line. By a step, she was able to get that ball over there and get the out.
So back to the top of the order. Here's Brianne Joseph. She slaps it to first. Sellinger unassisted. 2 gone.
Making quick work of this Bradley Brave lineup so far here in this third inning.
Allison Clemente.
Now batting for the Braves, number 24, Allison Clemente.
Clemente with 32 runs scored. We've talked about how strong this defense, or strong this offense has been for Bradley. That's the highest individual run scored total for Brave in 10 years.
Now, sometimes you get that right lineup in the right order, everything just clicks, and one hitter gets a hit, then everybody plays off of that, the momentum starts.
Chelsea Jones in her third inning of work. Given up 3 hits, but as of yet, unscored upon. The 2-0. Make it 3-0. Groenewegen is on deck for the Braves, and she has been a hot hitter as well.
Well, it just seems down the stretch you get a couple of hitters, you get that one pitcher that gets hot, and it can carry you all the way to the championship game.
All 4, so a 2-out walk to Clemente brings Groenewegen to the plate.
Now batting for Bradley, number 18, Verena Groenewegen.
Groenewegen coming into the game has hit safely in 12 of her last 13, in 14 of her last 16. And during that 16-game stretch, she's hit .392. Including 16 RBIs, so she finished the season very strong.
This is exactly the player that you want to have at the plate with 2 outs, runner on, see if she can keep the inning going.
Good changeup in for a strike. Snap throw, back in time, is Clemente.
I don't know how much I would challenge Box Eagle, because she's got a gun. If you venture too far off of first base, you might get thrown out.
And the pitch popped up. Could be a tough play, and it's going to fall safely in between the 3 players. Kind of in no man's land out there. Wasn't the prettiest hit, I'm sure, Groenewegen's ever had, but it gets the job done, and Bradley has it cooking here with runners at first and third and 2 outs.
Hey, they all look the same in the scorebook. It's a base hit. You got runners at the corners. That one falls in between. You can see Brent's going out. They're back to the field, and then Tricky comes in from right field and gets the ball into second base to keep the runners at the corners.
Madeline Lynch-Crumrine can help herself, and she does. An RBI single to center. Bradley takes a 1-0 lead.
Hitting is contagious. And it doesn't matter if it's a pop fly that falls in between 3 defenders. It's a hit. And then everybody gets that confidence when they go to the plate.
Number 10, King.
First pitch swinging.
Right back up the middle to get that first run on the board for Bradley.
3 consecutive Bradley batters have reached, and this one's headed toward the gap. It'll score another one. Rounding first, on her way to second is Shannon King with a 2-out RBI double. It's 2-0 Braves.
Well, sometimes that's all it takes. A little bloop single, keep things going with 2 out. The momentum now comes to the Bradley Braves. They string hits together, and they're able to get a 3-run lead.
So 2 runs score on the double. My mistake. It's a 2-out, 2 RBI double. 4 consecutive batters have now reached for Bradley since 2 are out.
We've seen quite a few hits today into that gap between center and left. A little bit of an alley that these hitters seem to be finding, and it's been a very productive alley as well. A lot of doubles there, a lot of runs being scored, and Shannon King with the big blast with runners on.
So Holly Hesse out with her infield. She's going to stay with Jones.
Don't know if we can't see down the right field line to see if anybody is warming up in the bullpen down there for the Missouri State Bears.
Kendall Duffy stands in. Yet another runner in scoring position. Snap throw to second. Bachstigel is not shy about keeping the runners on their toes.
No, and that was from the knees. She just fired away from the knees.
Duffy batting .248 on the season. Pitch misses outside, 3-0 the count.
Jones has dug herself a little bit of a hole, getting behind in the count, having to come in with some pitches.
All of this coming after the first two batters of the inning were retired. It looked like it was going to be a 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, the way it started is just a couple of quick pitches, a couple of quick outs, and then all of a sudden the walk, and then the hits that followed.
You saw some activity in the Missouri State bullpen. Sorry, Laura.
Oh, and I think that goes back to what we were talking about in the earlier inning. Moving along, strolling along pretty nicely, but then you get a runner on base and you lose a little concentration.
Duffy strikes out looking, but that comes after 4 consecutive base runners reach for Bradley with 2 outs. 3 of those score. We are through 3. Bradley with a 3-0 lead.
It's a star-struck summer at Casey's General Stores. Visit Casey's for spectacular spotlight savings, like Powerade 32-ounce bottles, 3 for $3, and large made-from-scratch taco pizzas for only $13.99. Plus, discover the secret word and enter to win a fabulous trip for 2 to Hollywood, $500 in gas or other amazing prizes. Now premiering at Casey's General Stores. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Life has its twists and turns. It can take many different shapes. But a good retirement plan changes with your life. And as we talk about what you're putting away and how much you'll need to retire, what was uncertain becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
3-0 Bradley. Let's see how we got here. Madeline Lynch Crumrine with an RBI single, then a 2 RBI double off the bat of Shannon King. Both of those hits and all 4 base runners coming with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And as we move to the 4th, that's where we stand. Missouri State with some work to do against Madeline Lynch Crumrine. Top of the order, Ashley Brents stands in. Brents with a soft liner back to Lynch Crumrine in the first. She had a couple of hits and 2 runs scored in the win earlier. And Lynch Crumrine reached behind her. That was not a soft liner.
That one was not a soft liner at all, and it was ticketed for center field, but the quick hands of Lynch Crumrine able to get over and glove it. That's a heck of a play right there. You could see her, she's falling off to the 3rd base side, leaning, has to come all the way back with the glove hand to snag that.
Very impressive play by Lynch Crumrine. Carrie Cunningham now steps in. She's quickly behind on the count, 0-1. We had talked earlier in the game about Lynch Crumrine's tendency on some pitches, not every pitch, to fall off to the 3rd base side. Now she springs off the mound, and a quick throw to first is in time. Tell you what, that was a nice play by King. The ball, King's glove, and the runner all arriving at the same place at the same time.
That takes some concentration. Great bunt laid down. Crumrine Lynch Crumrine comes off the rubber, able to make the bullet over there. And a good job by King to hang on to it.
So Lynch Crumrine doing a fantastic job not only of pitching, not only of hitting, but also fielding her position.
Well, you said at the beginning of the ball game, she's doing it all for this team.
Heather Duckworth with 2 outs in the 4th for Missouri State. Looks at ball 1. Duckworth, an impressive defensive player in her own right.
A couple of very nice defensive plays that kind of help pick you up and give you a little confidence defensively in the field, but also just your overall demeanor of this ball game. And just when you get plays like that, it just picks everybody up.
Pop to right. And the catch is made, so 1, 2, 3. Go the Bears. Halfway through this one, Bradley with a 3-0 lead.
Don't forget our next game.
Word is getting out. Purina Dog Chow Light and Healthy is a deliciously tender and crunchy kibble blend with 20% fewer calories than Purina Dog Chow. Isn't it time you discovered the lighter side of dog chow? Purina Dog Chow Light and Healthy.
Watch your Cardinals take the field from a whole new perspective this season. Introducing the AT&T Rooftop, located on the deck of Cardinals Nation at the new Ballpark Village. It's a unique way to enjoy a game in style. The AT&T Rooftop features more than 300 outdoor seats overlooking Busch Stadium, with amenities like an upscale buffet, a full-service bar, an exclusive indoor club, as well as complimentary admission to the Cardinals Hall of Fame and Museum. Visit Cardinals.com and get your AT&T Rooftop tickets today.
Who could resist the call of America's #1 puppy food brand? With DHA and essential nutrients also found in mother's milk. Purina Puppy Chow.
Bradley coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Our quarterfinal, 3rd game of the day at Marion Kinnear Stadium in Normal, Illinois, on the Illinois State University campus. R.C. McBride and Laura Leonard. Missouri State keeping up the team spirit. Bears with a little work to do to climb back in this one.
Well, right now the mindset needs to be get 1, 2, 3, get off the field, get into the dugout, put your hitting shoes on, try to get back into the ball game.
Alex Chandler, the shortstop, batting for the Braves, facing Chelsea Jones. And a leadoff single for Chandler, her 2nd hit of the game.
And they're picking up where they left off that last inning when they were able to score those 3 runs.
Makes you wonder if it's just the 2nd time through the order, Laura, because Jones was doing just fine. And I think we're going to see a pitching change here. At least there's some stirring.
Everybody's standing around. Beth Perrine's coming out to talk to the umpire, and Coach Holly Hesse, I think, walking down to the bullpen. So we're going to have multiple changes. I believe Bachstiegel will come out from behind the plate as well.
Aaron Strumpf, the freshman from St. Thomas, Missouri, will come in to pitch. She had the win earlier today. We have a new catcher in as well. Braxton Coyle comes in. And Strumpf's job is to stop the offensive onslaught, keep her team in this one. Bradley very capable of scoring runs in a hurry.
Well, they were able to string hits together in the last inning, get a great start here to the bottom of the 4th with a base hit, and thus they have to go to the bullpen, bring in the new pitcher, Aaron Strumpf, who had a very nice solid game in the 1st round.
Strumpf in that ball game, a 4-3 win over Northern Iowa. 7 innings pitched. He gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Those came late in the game, relatively. It was the 4th inning. Struck out 6, walked 3. All 3 of the runs were earned.
We got multiple changes here.
Yeah, Chelsea Jones did not leave the game. She actually went to right field. So a new pitcher and a new catcher. Jones moves to right, and I think we have
batting for Bradley, number 4, Mariah Cole.
Mariah Cole stands in, bunts, it'll roll foul. Probably a good thing for Missouri State. It was deadened enough, it would have been a very difficult play at first.
And that would have been very tough to try to get the out. And Coach Amy Hayes playing for the extra insurance run, trying to move that runner into scoring position, but a good job by Cole to deaden that ball, just couldn't keep it in between the white lines.
Bunts again. Duckworth, the throw is in time, and the runner advances to second. So Cole accomplished her assigned task. 1 out now in the 4th inning.
And now late, halfway through this ball game, you want to get those extra insurance runs, because you know the way that Missouri State can hit the ball. They can get back into a ball game in a hurry if they start stringing them together. They get those extra base hits, they get the doubles, they get the triples. We saw that in the first game. That's what was able to get them going, get them the momentum, score those early runs to knock off Northern Iowa.
Brianna Burgess behind on the count. Strumpf on in relief. Now ahead 0-2. Alex Chandler, the runner at second base. Fouled away.
Left side of the infield in a couple of steps.
The outfield well around to the left side, and sure enough, it goes to the right side. Chandler will round third and head home. The throw is not in time. It's an RBI single for Burgess.
She was able to turn on that pitch, get it out to right field, which allowed Chandler to come home and score over the outstretched glove of Sullinger. And here you can see Chandler coming in, slides, gets the plate with her hand. They keep the runner at first base.
And now to the top of the order for the Braves. Now a 4-0 ball game. Rand Joseph.
Now once you get that momentum going, as I said before, hitting is contagious and everybody feels comfortable at the plate when you start stringing them together. And it all started with that bloop hit in between the 2 outfielders and the second baseman.
2-1 pitch. 3-1 now. Slapped foul. Staying alive.
And they're making Strumpf work as she comes in from the bullpen after having pitched earlier 7 innings. Sits for a while, has to get up in the bullpen, warm up again. They're really making her work.
Joseph fouling another one away. And again.
What a great at-bat. And we've seen several of these in the first couple of games of this tournament where you get a hitter up there that just gets up and spoils pitch after pitch until they find one that they like.
Another 3-2. This one in play. Duckworth, the first in time. So 2 gone. The runner does advance. So now Burgess is at second.
Now batting for Bradley, number 24, Allison Clemente.
Well, you look at this lineup for Bradley, and you look at that RBI column. Right through the heart of that lineup, you have 29 RBIs. You got 32. You got 23, 25. So all these hitters produce when you get runners on base.
Allison Clemente. Change up is high. Count even at a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Fouled away. They are making Strump throw a lot of pitches.
Well, she wasn't warmed up when she came out of the bullpen. She is now, because they have made her come to the plate quite a bit. Being very selective, doing a good job. If the ball is not in the zone that they're looking for, they're spoiling it, they're fouling it off, and waiting till they can get the fat part of the bat on something.
So the 2-2 to Clemente. Hit foul, and that'll carry out a play.
Boy, 8 hits in this ball game for Bradley.
They left 2 on, the Braves did, in the second inning, but since then they have taken full advantage of their runners. The 2-2 and another foul. Two-two. Popped up, and that is an outstanding play in center field by Cunningham. Cunningham prevents more damage from being done. Lay it out to end the inning. It's Bradley with a 4-0 lead.
You want affordable health care coverage that helps cover rising medical costs. And that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry. We offer a variety of affordable plans for you, your family, or business. To find out more, visit CoventryHealthcare.com today. Health, wellness, Coventry.
Here is a track from Out of Sight.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, and check out that new look from Pepsi.
I don't know why, but today I feel a little bit different. I feel like I woke up this morning and I can change the world. I can change the world. I guess it's true, yeah.
You want affordable health care coverage that helps cover rising medical costs. And that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry. We offer a variety of affordable plans for you, your family, or business. To find out more, visit CoventryHealthcare.com today. Health, wellness, Coventry.
Top of the 5th inning, Bradley with a 4-0 lead. Madeline Lynch Crumride in the circle, doing it all this afternoon, Laura Leonard.
No, she certainly is, and she's had a great day defensively, fielding her position very well, getting out of the circle, fielding the ball, making good throws, and then at the plate, knocking in some runs to give her team the lead.
So she heads to the 5th inning. Popped to right, and it'll fall in for a base hit. Just the second base hit of the game. Sullinger placing it perfectly to lead off the inning for Missouri State.
Kind of in between the decision for Burgess, whether to come in and charge it, maybe dive for it, or just let it fall, and she opted to let it fall in front of her and hold her to a single.
Chelsea Jones started the game in the circle, has since moved to right field after the Bradley offense chased her. Trying to redeem herself here. Get something going for Missouri State. Count even at a ball and a strike.
Doing a good job behind the plate. Basham calling the game, but moves inside outside to get Lynch Crumrine set up.
Good stop by Basham, and almost, she decided not to throw it, but almost caught Sullinger leaning a little too far.
And you don't want to do that if you're Missouri State. You don't want to get picked off when you need base runners at this point in time.
2-1.
Got to be smart on the base paths.
So a hitter's count for Chelsea Jones. Jones batting .270, 4 home runs, and a good cut. It hit the crossbar and came ricocheting back at Basham.
She did a good job of getting the glove back up there. That's kind of like the shot that Lynch Crumrine caught off the bat coming right back at her off of Ashley Brentz's bat.
The 3-2, low and in. Lynch Crumrine can't believe it. She gives a good long look. That's not changing the call, however, and Missouri State has 2 on with nobody out.
Looked like it was right at the knees. Could have been just a little bit low, but it had enough of the plate. Maybe just below the zone, a little below the knees.
Stacia Bachstiegel swings at the first offering and fouls it over the screen. Bachstiegel, a player with some pop, 22 RBI on the year, 4 homers. She bats .250, slugging .444. And Holly Hesse wants a pinch runner. Olivia Roark will run at first base.
Maybe get a little bit more speed on the bases. Nobody out. Knowing that Bachstiegel can hit with a little power. You want to have a little extra speed on the bases. See if you can score 2 with a gap hit.
That's ticketed for center field, and it will score a run. Coming in to score is Sullinger. Bachstiegel with an RBI single, and Missouri State is on the board.
Right back up through the middle. Good setup by Bachstiegel. Got the ball on the end of the bat, but just enough to get it out to center field to get the first run of the game for Missouri State.
Roark could not advance any further than second, so now it's runners at first and second. Still nobody out for McPherson. McPherson singled and was caught stealing in the 3rd inning. Four to 1 now the score, and this one is laced. That's trouble down the line and gone. Wow. Rebecca McPherson with a 3-run home run to tie the game.
What a turn of events. McPherson goes down and gets it. got it under the wind, able to keep it low enough that the wind didn't interfere with it, and it clears the left field fence. Good extension, good bat speed through the zone. She got all of it.
And McPherson with her first home run of the season. She only had 6 RBI before that at bat.
Well, and down lower in the order, but they knew that she could do something, produce. She's in there for a reason, and she came through for her team to tie this game up.
And still, Laura, no one out.
A little meeting at the mound between Basham and Lynch Crumrine. You got to settle your pitcher down right now. Put that all behind you and figure now from this point on, we have a shortened game. We're all tied up. We got to go from there. We can't worry about what just happened.
Braxton Coyle to the plate for the first time in this game. Madeline Lynch Crumrine has to get settled down.
And she was moving along very effectively.
Had faced the minimum through 4 innings.
And then it just starts off, Sellinger with the base hit, then a walk to follow that up. Another hit and then the home run. You can tell that Lynch Crumrine a little frustrated right now. She's got to get herself back in the zone, back into a groove.
Yeah, and who knows what's going through her mind. I mean, you think back, you mentioned the base hit, but the walk to Chelsea Jones was on a very borderline call that could have gone either way. She was less than pleased with the call, gave a long stare back toward the plate after not getting that call, and you wonder if perhaps her concentration's waned a little bit. This one skied to left. Joseph makes the call, or makes the catch, and finally the first batter is retired in the inning.
Well, they're starting to time it, and they're starting to find the mark better than they did through the first 4 innings. Whole new ball game now.
Aaron Duell, the shortstop.
That kind of fired up some of the Missouri State Bear fans. They were kind of sitting on their hands and kind of looked glum for them, but now they've got to be pretty excited.
Off the end of the bat and back to get it was King.
Great play by King, running away from the field, having to battle the wind, and good communication out in the outfield with Cole coming in as well.
If anything, the wind has picked up through the course of the day, blowing from right to left. Ashley Brents, as we head back to the top of the order to face Lynch Crumrine, looks at a strike.
If you're Lynch Crumrine, you're just thinking, let's get this last out. Let's get back into the dugout, put it all behind us, and start over with a shortened game. You've got to have that mindset. This becomes now basically a 2-inning game.
And some comfort in knowing your team has the last at bat.
Right. That's why you always like to be the home team, so you can get that last at bat if you're in close games like this.
The high seed is the home team in this tournament always. Bradley, the 4 seed, coming in. 1-2 the count. Brents is lined back to Lynch Crumrine in both previous at-bats in this ball game. Once very softly, once it was a rocket.
Yeah, and it was a heck of a play, too, by Lynch Crumrine, because she had to reach back behind her to make that out, catch the line drive.
Pitch misses outside. Two-two. She tried to frame it, didn't she?
Yeah, she sure did, and you could see a little frustration now from Lynch Crumrine. She's wanting those calls. She feels like she's making the perfect pitch, and she's getting part of the plate, but she's not getting the call. And again, you alluded to it, could lead to some frustration.
This one dumped in the left for a base hit. So Brent's trying to get it going again with 2 outs. Carrie Cunningham will be the 8th batter of the inning.
Number 8, Carrie Cunningham.
So now let's see how Lynch Crumrine responds. First pitch, fouled away.
I like that. She came right after the hitter. Didn't hold back, put a little speed behind it, and challenged Cunningham.
Cunningham 0 for 2 in this game. The 0-1 pitch. A little bit low.
Good opportunity to try to keep the inning alive and get it to Heather Duckworth, who's on deck.
Duckworth would be the 9th hitter of the inning.
Trying to bat around, and good opportunity here for Basham to go out, talk to her pitcher. I think the frustration is mounting, and you could just kind of see it on her face, and I'm pretty sure the dugout, Coach Amy Hayes probably signaled to Basham, said go out there and talk to her, take a little time, get her to relax, have her come right after this hitter.
2-1 pitch. We're even now at 2-2. Strike 3 call, and Lynch Crumrine finally able to work out of it. A 31-pitch inning for Lynch Crumrine, but Missouri State puts up 4. We're tied through 4.5.
Have you tried one of these? It's so good. Man, I can't believe we haven't done this before. Oh, wow, look at that.
Want a bite?
Your agent. Do the jingle. Do the jingle. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, guys.
Do it again. Do it again. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. In my office.
State Farm.
I think we're good.
State Farm agents help you get to a better state.
Be sure to catch our next game coming up at 6:30 approximately Central, when 3rd seed Southern Illinois meets 7th seeded Loyola right here at Marion Kinnear Stadium as our quarterfinal day wraps up. That's coming up on Valley Live, 6:30, 7 o'clock. It'll depend on exactly when this one comes to an end. And who knows how long this one could go. Missouri State tallying 4 in the top of the 5th inning to tie the ball game. How about those Bears?
Well, I said it in the first game. They had to rally in their last game of the regular season to even get here to the tournament. So they know what being on the ropes is like and what they need to do to be able to get themselves back into a ball game.
Aaron Strumpf in the circle, on in relief for Chelsea Jones. 0-2 to Groenewegen. Stays alive. Fouls off another one. You'd have to think Missouri State has the momentum.
And I think a lot of that has to do here with this first batter. What happens here? If you get the out, you get a quick out, then yes, I think it stays with the Missouri State Bears. But if not, then I think it starts shifting back to Bradley.
Erin Strumpf. Looked like she wanted that one. Strumpf, just a freshman, picked up the win against Northern Iowa earlier, and it's Groenewegen to strike out here. One gone in the bottom of the 5th inning. First strikeout in this game for Strumpf.
Well, she threw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but was able to come back and get the big strikeout to start this inning.
Number 12, Maddie Lynch Crumrine.
Lynch Crumrine stands in.
A lot of these hitters have that front foot back, and then as they step in, they're stepping right back up the middle. But last two hitters have that left foot way back, and then as they stride, they're able to come right back at the pitcher with their stride, keep those hips in, and then be able to pivot.
One and two the count to Lynch Crumrine. Smacked into right for a base hit.
Good job of hustling down the first baseline. You can, as a right fielder, if you can get to that ball in a hurry, you do have the opportunity to make the play at first base. And Lynch Crumrine, knowing that, really hustled and ran all the way through the bag.
Now batting for Bradley, number 10, Shannon King.
Shannon King had a big blower last time up. A 2 RBI double. It came in Bradley's 3-run 3rd inning. Where all the runs came after 2 were out. 1-0.
I don't think Strumpf this time coming out of the bullpen is really on her game as she was when she started the first game of the tournament.
Good cut by King to foul it straight back.
I think she's still trying to find some kind of a groove and get comfortable out there in the circle.
Here's the 2-1. High and away. 3-1.
I think a lot of people in the stands, as well as myself, I kind of thought that was right there in the zone.
It has been a tight strike zone, but I'd say consistently so.
Yes, yeah. I think both teams are getting the same calls.
The basket catch by Sullinger at first, 2 gone.
When she had to change that, instead of catching it with the glove up, she did have to go to the basket catch because I believe the wind was pushing it back towards the fencing, and she had to keep digging to get to it.
Kendall Duffy in the box now. 1 for 2, a single in the second. Struck out looking in the 3rd inning. Pitch on the way. 0-2 the count.
Coyle taking this opportunity to walk the ball out to Strumpf and talk strategy with the 2 strikes on the hitter.
Oh, 2 pitch, missed.
Strump just kind of has the same attitude as she does every single pitch. Got the outside corner there, ring her up.
So Duffy strikes out looking, a runner left on for the Braves. We're through 5 and the game knotted at 4.
Help join a continent of nearly 3 million rugged square miles with a single broadband connection? When Emerson takes up the challenge, it's never been done before. Simply becomes consider it solved. Emerson.
Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. I need to laugh, and when the sun is out, I've got something I can laugh about.
Wherever you've been, whatever you've been through, we've got a warm welcome waiting for you. And that is only the beginning. Doubletree by Hilton, where the little things mean everything.
Top of the 6th inning, game tied at 4. So a 2-inning affair now here in Normal. Let's take a look at today's MVC history, brought to you by the St. Charles Convention and Visitors Bureau. May 8th, 2009. Playing host to the league tournament for the first time, Bradley rallied for a 5-3 victory over Southern Illinois to advance to the title game of the championship, a championship the Braves would eventually win. For your next trip to the Show Me State, go to www.historicstcharles.com or call 800-366-2427 to make your plans. Remember that championship game? It was a little breezy.
It was a lot breezy. I remember that one. It was, if you get a shot of the flags, it was more breezy than what it is today.
By a lot. Missouri State trying to get something going here in the 6th inning. Alex Chandler will lead off the inning as we look ahead to the bottom of the 6th. We like to kind of keep an idea how things would roll around for the Braves. It would be 7, 8, 9 for Bradley, starting with Chandler, then back to the top of the order. Right now, the heart of the order up for Missouri State with Duckworth, followed by Sullinger and Chelsea Jones. 3-1 pitch, fouled away by Duckworth.
Now you get down to, as you had mentioned, basically a 2-inning game. So you've got to make the most of these at-bats.
Ball 4, so Duckworth draws a lead-off walk. And now we're back around to the part of the order that got things going in a big way, putting up a 4 spot against Lynch Crumrine in the 5th inning.
Sullinger led off that inning with a base hit, got a walk after that, and then they got another base hit, and then the big blast, the home run from Rebecca McPherson.
Missouri State trying to advance to the semifinals as an 8 seed. Lynch Crumrine behind on the count, 2-0. Winner of this game will play Wichita State, the tournament's top seed, in the early game tomorrow. Here's the 2-0.
Well, they'll certainly have their work cut out for them, but they will also have the advantage of playing a couple of games already. A little momentum, kind of shake out the cobwebs. Be ready to go tomorrow.
Showing bunt and bunting foul is Sullinger, count even at 2-2. Sullinger batting .360 with runners in scoring position. 1 for 2 today. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. It's a big strikeout for Lynch Crumrine.
Good job of coming back. Got behind in the count, but did a good job of making a good pitch.
4th strikeout of the afternoon for Lynch Crumrine.
Now batting for the Bears, number 12,
Chelsea Jones with a runner at first. That's Duckworth, who drew the leadoff walk. Pitch well outside.
Well, Chelsea Jones, who started this game in the circle, able to maybe make some noise here.
Herb bunt attempt goes foul.
You know, late innings, you really just have to turn around and sacrifice yourself if that's exactly what the coaching staff wants you to do. If they want you to bunt and get it down in the field of play, then go ahead and just turn around and say, I'm giving myself up. I want to make you guys make the play on it.
Basham, get a good look at her there. Really had to pop up to keep that ball from going back to the screen. Tight strike zone today.
Yeah, they're really having to hit that zone to get the call, and they're both pitchers really trying to work it inside out, up and down to see if they can find it.
Grounder to third. Throw to second is in time. Throw to first is not in time. Duffy with a nice pick made the throw, and Bradley able to get Duckworth the lead runner. So Jones reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 out now in the top of the 6th inning. Stacia Bachstiegel had a single up the middle and an RBI her last trip, helping to set the stage for McPherson's dramatic 3-run homer.
Now, this late in the game, in a tie game, you get that leadoff walk, and you can't really do anything with it. Is kind of frustrating.
Pop to shallow right, and the 2 players collide, and this is going to lead to the go-ahead run. King and Burgess collided, and Jones came all the way around to score from first. Missouri State takes a 1-run lead.
And that's communication out in the outfield. And it looked like King might have gloved it. She was going away from the play. Looked like she might have had it, and she collided with Burgess out in right field.
She did have it. The inning was over.
And knowing with 2 outs as well, that Jones just kept running.
Now batting for Missouri State, number 14, Rebecca McPherson.
I haven't heard an official call yet, but I'm assuming that's an error. A tough error on King.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can... I don't think you could really call it a hit.
No, the inning was all but over.
Burgess didn't touch the ball. You can't give her the error, so King with a tough error, but an error nonetheless. And as a result, Missouri State with a 5-4 lead. What a strange turn of events the last couple of innings.
Sometimes you need a little luck in your back pocket as well, and Missouri State got a little luck there. We're going to take another look at it as King running with her back to the infield.
Jones is running with 2 outs too. That's the other thing to consider. I mean, if she's not nearly that far off the bag. She only scores in all likelihood because there were 2 outs.
Right. And that's just communication right there. And I don't know if they were talking, if King called him off, but Burgess kept coming, and they collided.
McPherson, who had the big 3-run homer, at the plate now, at another runner in scoring position. Missouri State trying to advance as an ace seed. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and the nightmare inning for Bradley comes to an end. An error leads to a run. Missouri State with a 5-4 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
Word is getting out. Purina Dog Chow Light and Healthy is a deliciously tender and crunchy kibble blend with 20% fewer calories than Purina Dog Chow. Isn't it time you discovered the lighter side of dog chow? Purina Dog Chow Light and Healthy.
The online store at MVCgear.com is the #1 stop to get Missouri Valley Conference merchandise. With thousands of items, you'll find all the MVC gear you need in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and secure order processing. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So if you want the best place to get Missouri Valley Conference gear, head to the online store at MVCgear.com.
Who could resist the call of America's #1 puppy food brand? With DHA and essential nutrients also found in mother's milk. Purina Puppy Chow.
Remember, you can catch the title game of the Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament coming up Saturday with the winner receiving the league's automatic bid to the NCAA Tournament. Remember, that game will not be available here on Valley Live. Coverage begins at 2:30 Central on Fox Sports Midwest, Fox Sports Indiana, Fox Sports Kansas City, Fox College Sports, Comcast Sportsnet Chicago, and ESPN3. Check your channel guide for more information. I'm not sure that I can explain it. I can only report it. Missouri State has a 5-4 lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Alex Chandler, the 7th place hitter for the Braves, stands in. She has singled twice. I cannot get over the game-changing play. Stacia Bachstiegel in the top half of this inning, popping up to right. The second baseman for Bradley, Shannon King, had the ball in her glove. It was a tough play. She's going back toward the infield, made kind of the over-the-shoulder catch, backhanding it. Took 2 steps, ran into Burgess, the right fielder. Because there were 2 outs, Chelsea Jones, the runner at first, was going on contact. And she came in to score as Burgess and King proceeded to get tangled up after colliding.
And as quick as that happened, next thing you know, Missouri State's on top. I mean, that inning was all but over. That was the 3rd out.
Basket catch by Sullinger at first, and Chandler is retired for the first time this afternoon. So 20 minutes ago, maybe 30 minutes ago, it looked as though Bradley was on cruise control to head to the semifinals tomorrow. Missouri State puts up 4 runs in the 5th. And then the strange run in the 6th.
Yeah, and that's how quickly it can turn. I mean, they were down for a good part of this game.
And you mentioned it earlier, Laura. Missouri State had to come from behind just to get into this tournament.
Yeah, they know that kind of pressure.
Yeah, and what do they have to lose?
Right. I mean, a ball falls one way or the other on Sunday, and they're not even in this tournament. And so they're here, and they just figure, why not?
Right, Cole bunts foul. She's behind on the count, 0-2.
Last couple of pitches, Coyle's been getting beat up behind the plate. She took one off the hand, took a foul ball off the ankle.
Fouled away. Coming up after this one, about 40 minutes after this one ends, we'll have the Southern Illinois Salukis and the Loyola Ramblers.
And the little conference. Got things squared away. Not sure what that was about.
The 0-2 pitch, high and tight. Lost in all this excitement, perhaps, is the performance of Aaron Strumpf, the freshman, on in relief after winning a game earlier today. Facing 10 batters over 2 1/3 innings, struck out 2. She's given up 3 hits and a run. She got charged for one of the runs. Duckworth couldn't handle it. It's going to be a 1-out base hit for Cole.
It's exactly what Cole wanted to do. You saw it the entire at bat. She was just running up, sticking the bat out, trying to punch the ball into the field of play. Duckworth was charging, and it goes right off the top of her glove for a base hit.
Almost made a very nice play. This will bring Burgess to the plate, and then back to the top of the order for the Braves. The way this game has gone, who knows how this one will end. The bunt is foul.
Well, you're going to play for that one run. You're going to want to play for the tie to try to get that runner in scoring position, knowing that you have the last at bat in the 7th inning. Do what you need to do. Play fundamental softball.
The bunt is a good one, and there'll be no play at first. A bunt base hit. And Bradley is in business with runners at first and second. Let's have another look at this one.
That's how you lay down a bunt. You get the bat out, you deaden the ball, and lay it right in front of the plate. You couldn't have walked out there and placed it down any better than that.
Missouri State wisely deciding not to make a throw and risking anything. This is going to lead to a trip to the circle for head coach Holly Hesse.
Now, I think her timeouts and her meetings in the circle have been very good. She's been able to talk to the entire infield, let them know what the strategy is, and her team has been able to execute after every timeout, it seems.
Critical point in this ball game. Just as things flipped very quickly in Missouri State's favor, Bradley in a position to flip it right back the other way. Top of the order for Joseph. She tries to bunt.
Well, now you're in a position where you can lay down that bunt, but then you only have 1 out to play with. But you could get 2 runners into scoring position and potentially go ahead with a base hit if you do that.
The bunt, another good one to throw to first, is not in time. 2 consecutive bunt base hits, and the bases are loaded.
Now this one's very close, but again, this Bradley team very good bunting the ball, gets it right out in front of the plate.
She beat it.
By a step. She was able to get there and beat the throw, and Joseph loads the bases up for the Braves with 1 down. Infield going to come in. You want to make the play at the plate, try to cut down the runner there.
So the bases loaded for Allison Clemente. She checks her swing and takes ball 1. So Strumpf in a jam, not entirely of her own making. Couple of base hits.
Very well-placed base hits.
A slap and a couple of bunts, 3 hits in a row. But the last 2 being bunt singles. The first one by Cole was a slap at the charging Duckworth, and it just went right over her head as she was charging in.
Well, this is where Aaron Strumpf needs to find another gear and get a strikeout.
This one is hit deep to left and is long gone. Allison Clemente with a grand slam.
Well, the way this game has had the ups and downs and the turns, and you have that crazy fluke play, in the top half of the inning. Bradley comes right back, executes the game plan very well. They get the bases loaded, and then you get this.
She got all of it.
She knew it right away, too, and look at that form. Did a great job of driving through the ball. And she was not cheated. Look at the team anxious to see her touch home plate.
For Bradley, number 18, Marina Groenewegen.
Well, didn't we say a moment ago that as quickly as Missouri State had flipped the game in its direction that Bradley could respond?
Well, we certainly knew they could score a lot of runs. We talked about that at the beginning of this ball game, the amount of runs that they average per game, so they're never really out of a game, and they did exactly what they needed to do in this bottom half of the inning, especially with those bunts, those 2 bunts. One was, both of them were supposed to be sacrifice bunts to get runners in scoring positions after Cole got on, but they were so well placed, and the hustle down the first baseline was such a great job to load them up.
Clemente's 5th home run of the year. This one popped. And Groenewegen is retired. 2 outs.
What a crazy game.
It really has been.
Just when you think it's yours to take.
Nice stop at third, and the throw in time. Duckworth with a nice play, but the grand slam by Allison Clemente puts Bradley up 8-5, headed to the 7th.
Watch your Cardinals take the field from a whole new perspective this season. Introducing the AT&T Rooftop, located on the deck of Cardinals Nation at the new Ballpark Village. It's a unique way to enjoy a game in style. The AT&T Rooftop features more than 300 outdoor seats overlooking Busch Stadium, with amenities like an upscale buffet, a full-service bar, an exclusive indoor club, as well as complimentary admission to the Cardinals Hall of Fame and Museum. Visit Cardinals.com and get your AT&T Rooftop tickets today.
In the insurance business, you think differently about a customer when you stand in the middle of his dreams. When she serves you breakfast every Saturday morning. When his son plays on the same team as your son. When you live down the street from your customers, you make sure they get covered right. And you make sure you're there when they need you. That's the way it's done around here. Grinnell Mutual, a policy of working together. To find a Grinnell Mutual agent near you, go to grinnellmutual.com.
Bradley looking to wrap this up as we head to the top of the 7th inning. For all the latest news on the Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament, the upcoming MVC Baseball Tournament, and all other conference spring sports, be sure to check out the official website of the Missouri Valley Conference, MVC-sports.com. Bradley fans rightfully excited. Missouri State doesn't look too down. Hey, they came back from a 4-run deficit once. They'll have to do it down to their final 3 outs here. Madeline Lynch-Crumrine in the circle.
Well, you can't give up hope. You've got to battle till the end, and if you can put a few hits together, you're going to be able to get the top of the order back to the lineup.
Gamble grounds to short. Throw is high, and Gamble will reach on the air.
That's exactly how the Bears wanted to start off this inning. Get a runner on. Just had to rush the throw a little bit. Sailed on her. And it pulled Clemente off the bag.
Clemente with a nice effort to try to reel it in. We're going to see a pinch hitter, Allie Alstad, a freshman from Tulsa, Oklahoma, will bat for Dual. So just to recap where we've come in this ball game. Bradley had a 3-0 lead after 3.
Now batting for the Bears.
Scored another in the bottom of the 4th. Missouri State tied it in the 5th with a 4 spot. A run on a strange play in shallow right center field to take the lead in the top of the 6th. Bradley responds on Clemente's grand slam to take an 8-5 lead, and now Missouri State has something cooking with nobody out. The pinch hitter, Alstad, singles to left.
Only 34 appearances this season, but 4 hits in those 34 appearances, and comes through for her team in a pinch hitting role.
She's going to come out as Dual will return to run. And Missouri State rolls back to the top of the batting order. Ashley Brents singled her last time up. Also was retired on an excellent play by Lynch Crumrine in the 4th.
Number 24, Ashley.
Spearing a line drive headed towards center field.
On those previous at-bats, she's been right on Lynch Crumrine, right back up the middle. And Lynch Crumrine has had the fielder position defensively, so she's got the timing down against this pitcher, so looking to try to drive it right back up the middle again.
Brents looks at ball 1, looks at ball 2.
There's a lot of fight in this Missouri State team. They're not willing to give up.
2-0 pitch to Brents. Looks at a strike. Looked like a good pitch to hit, but I think you have to take 2-0. Remember, she represents the tying run. 2-1. Grounder to second. Throw to first is in time. Wise decision by King just to get the sure out. But both runners advance to scoring position.
Well, that's what you need to do, because now anything, passed ball, anything like that will definitely get 1 run in.
And Cunningham represents the tying run in the batter's box. Lynch Crumrine delivers, and it's fouled away. Cunningham, a .327 hitter. No home runs, just 4 RBI on the season, but an opportunity to pick up a couple right now. Count even at a ball and a strike.
Got the infield pulled in just a bit, but you definitely just want to get an out here.
1-1 is fouled, and it'll just carry out a play. I realize you may disagree with the following statement if you are joining us on Valley Live and you're a Bradley backer or a Missouri State fan, but if you're neutral as we are, this is about as entertaining a game as you can ask for.
There's been a lot of ups and downs, some crazy plays, a lot of action.
Runners will hold. Madeline Lynch Crumrine throws out. Let's hope everybody is okay down there. Throws out Cunningham. As Cunningham and Clemente collided.
They're going to give Clemente a few minutes just to walk around. They got their feet tangled.
Let's have a look. Oh.
Looked like she might have stepped on her. Had her foot on the base, and she might have gotten some spikes in the foot.
Good play, though, as we certainly hope Clemente's okay, but a good play by Lynch Crumrine. Gave the quick look. That's all she had time for. And the throw did not beat the speedy Cunningham by much. And if she doesn't get it over there in time, you're looking at Bases loaded, 1 out. So Duckworth comes to the plate now, still representing the tying run, but also representing the final hope for Missouri State.
Looking at home run column, Duckworth with 4 home runs on the season.
So 2 outs. Bradley trying to wrap this up. This one hit the center field. Back on it, though, is Cole, and makes the catch, and Bradley, after the big lead, comes from behind to win this one 8-5 and move on to play top seed Wichita State tomorrow.
You know, quite an entertaining game, that's for sure, and ups and downs. Bradley was able to battle back not only once but twice. Got a big home run that was the game winner.
Our players of the game, a presentation of Coventry Healthcare and Aetna Company. For Missouri State, we'll go with Rebecca McPherson. She had the big 3-run home run, her first on the season, that sparked that Missouri State comeback. On the Bradley side of the ledger, Madeline Lynch Crumrine, the winning pitcher. She got into things on offense, played some stellar defense as well. Be sure to visit CoventryHealthcare.com for more information. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare. And now our play of the game. Probably not much doubt about this. Presented by Worth Sports, the official softball of the Missouri Valley Conference. Worth Sports, legit power, legit performance. And we had this strange play that briefly gave Missouri State a 5-4 lead. But our play of the game is the grand slam by Allison Clemente that gave Bradley the victory.
And she certainly got all of that. It was a good at bat, the bases loaded. She was able to get a nice stride, get the hands out, and drive it all the way to left.
So Bradley wins this one 8-5. More after this on NBC Live.
You could fly to Venice or Paris or even Copenhagen. You could fly all over the world. But why? When you could just come to St. Louis. Your trip begins at ExploreSt.Louis.com.
Life has its twists and turns. It can take many different shapes. But a good retirement plan changes with your life. And as we talk about what you're putting away and how much you'll need to retire, what was uncertain becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
The 2014 Missouri Valley Conference Softball Tournament is brought to you by Coventry Healthcare and Aetna Company, the official presenting sponsor for the MVC TV network. By Emerson, the global technology and engineering company. Emerson, considered solved. And by Casey's General Store. Casey's, famous for pizza. Bradley moves on to take on Wichita State, knocking off Missouri State here by a final score of 8-5. Be sure to join us coming up at just about 7 o'clock tonight as 3rd seed Southern Illinois plays 7th seed Loyola in our final quarterfinal game from Marion Kinnear Stadium here in Normal. For Laura Leonard and our entire WebStream Sports crew, I'm R.C. McBride. Thanks for joining us on Valley Live.
You want affordable healthcare coverage that helps cover rising medical costs. And that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry. We offer a variety of affordable plans for you, your family, or business. To find out more, visit CoventryHealthcare.com today. Health, wellness, Coventry.
It's a star-struck summer at Casey's General Stores. Visit Casey's for spectacular spotlight savings, like Powerade 32-ounce bottles, 3 for $3, and large made-from-scratch taco pizzas for only $13.99. Plus, discover the secret word and enter to win a fabulous trip for two to Hollywood, $500 in gas, or other amazing prizes. Now premiering at Casey's General Stores. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Here is a track from Out of Sight.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, and check out that new look from Pepsi.
I don't know why, but today I feel a little bit different. I feel like I woke up this morning and I can change the world. I can change the world. I guess it's true, yeah.
You want affordable healthcare coverage that helps cover rising medical costs. And that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry. We offer a variety of affordable plans for you, your family, or business. To find out more, visit CoventryHealthcare.com today. Health, wellness, Coventry.